On any given day, Christine Garcia is prepared to respond to the worst as an accident investigation officer for the San Diego Police Department.
And you can hold that perimeter. We have the...
But under the badge is a 32-year-old officer who has struggled with gender identity for years.
I knew I was different since I was a child. Being very young, I didn't know quite what I was going through. I didn't quite know why I felt this way.
In July 2015, Garcia announced to the department that she is transgender.
I was really having a rough time with it. I didn't know of any other transgender officers. And I didn't know that you could be transgender and be a police officer. They don't have a license.
In an unprecedented step for an officer in San Diego, Garcia first came out to Dan Meyer, the LGBT liaison sergeant for the department.
This was definitely a first for the San Diego Police Department. I knew kind of going into this that we were going to have to kind of set the standard. We just wanted to make sure that we were doing everything we could to make sure her process was what she wanted it to look like.
The hardest part of her transition from Chris to Christine was not having to tell her family, but having to tell other officers.
Telling 1,800 officers that I'm transgender and not knowing how they were going to treat me was my biggest obstacle. I really didn't know if I was going to lose all respect from them, because here I was going from masculine to feminine in a primarily masculine profession.
But what she described as an irrational fear was put to rest when a flood of support from other officers, some of who she'd never spoken to before, commended her for coming out.
A lot of them came to me and said, you know what, you're a good cop, and that's all that matters, is that you're a good cop. It was very inspiring to me. It showed me that I really can be a cop, and I can be transgender, and it really is okay.
Finally coming out to her peers opened new doors for her.
Christine, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Both during and after her transition, she often looked to the center, a place for LGBT community members for support.
Everybody deserves to be treated respectfully.
Now she's hoping to offer that support to others.
Christine was really a great proponent of herself and the transgender community in opening up herself to questions and clarification with regard to what a transgender individual is and experiences.
When we talk about them being a victim.
And really, Christine has become a voice for the transgender community.
Being the first was not easy.
And she plans to use that voice to help others who might be going through a similar process.
It's so painful for me.
I took it upon myself to get involved in the community because I care about my community. It's the community that I work for. I know there are others out there like me, and I also want to be there to help them through their process if they choose to come out, because it's really difficult to do this alone.
For resources, visit thecenter.org or log on to sandiego.gov/police.